Do people in Canada have cable, like other people?
We keep this up in the playoffs. I don't care.
And at Chili's. Is it a Chili's? At Kyle's?
Achilles.
Finally.
You don't know that?
Fuck you! Get this guy the fuck out of here!
Alright, well, coming in at number 5, I got Anthony Stolars.
Now! Jets are winning the cup!
Thank you for watching and listening. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to an episode of the NordCast. It is Friday, September 26th, 2025. I am your host here, Nordic97, joined with Kata and just Carter for today. Carter, how we doing?
Been a lot better, to say the least. I don't know why. Today has just been such a weird day where everything has just gone wrong in like the worst case. Well, not like the worst case imaginable, because I think that'd be death, but in like some not fun ways. So
Is it cloudy up there in Winnipeg? It's really shitty.
I think it's nice and sunny today. So
well, lucky you.
Yeah.
Down here. I don't know tomorrow.
Not in the life of Carter though, so that's okay though.
All right, well maybe we can relight your mood here by talking about the NordCast a little bit, or just talking about hockey, not the NordCast.
Yes.
All right, so let's hop in. This is going to be a little bit of a shorter episode. We don't really have a lot to talk about. We're going to talk about news. We're going to talk about the unsigned RFAs, and then we're going to be discussing a little bit about food. So there's that. We're going to be fat guys at the end of this episode. So you guys
already hungry. This is not good.
Yeah, we already are. So this is going to be a lot of fun. But regardless, let's hop into the news around the National Hockey League. There's not a whole lot here to really discuss. We got some jerseys to talk about and such. But first off, we got to pay tribute to a goaltender who was really unappreciated in his time. Bernie Parent, the Flyers legend, has unfortunately passed away. He passed away on Sunday, the 21st, at 80 years old. Now, Parent didn't play for too long, but still had a pretty illustrious career when you look at his overall numbers. He won 2 Stanley Cups with the Philadelphia Flyers, the only 2 Stanley Cups that Philadelphia ever had, as well as that, too. He put up, as I load up the stats here real quick, he played 608 games, had a .915 as his average. So that's pretty damn good in a pretty physical era of hockey. So, again, he played for Boston, Philadelphia. He played for Toronto. And then he also played for the Flyers, obviously, and a couple of other stints split between a few of them. So most notably, looking at some of the seasons he's played, in 1974-75, had a 44-14-9 record, a 2.04 and a .918. In 73-74, Philadelphia would be even better with a 47-13-12 record with a 1.89 goals against average and a .932 save percentage. He won 2 Vezina trophies. Most notably, too, he won the 2 Conn Smythes in Philadelphia's Stanley Cup runs. So just the fact that, like, this is a difficult one for me. It's a difficult one to hear because Parent, obviously, I relate to a lot because I am a Flyers fan, and with my overall childhood, my grandpa, his favorite player is Bernie Parent, and every single game that we would go to, he would be wearing his Bernie Parent jersey. So it had that little bit of like a connection to me. And even though I never saw him play, like he played 40 years before I was born, but regardless, this is one of the most underappreciated goalies of his time. Like, I will stand by that. Nobody gives this guy enough credit for the numbers that he put up on Philadelphia. Just such a phenomenal goaltender, and one that we lost way too soon. So, Carter, anything to say on Flyers all-time great Bernie Parent?
I don't have a lot because, I mean, I'm not from Philly or anything like that, so I don't have a lot of connections to him. But I do know that he was one of the best Flyers goalies of all time, if not the best. Like, he was so good. So it really sucks to hear, but I mean, man, he's a hockey legend, man. So you gotta kind of respect it. So rest in peace, Bernie Parent, and I hope you're doing well up there.
Yeah, pretty hard to hear. Hopefully he's doing well up there in heaven, making more saves. And something that a lot of Flyers fans would say, especially back then, and I heard it a lot from people who I know who are older than me and got to witness him. They would always say, "Only the Lord saves more than Bernie Parent." That was the saying that they had, and
That's a wicked saying. I love that.
yeah, it was such a tough, such a dark day in Philadelphia. Honestly, that Sunday. But regardless, let's move on to talk about some news around the National Hockey League here. Anze Kopitar is going to be calling it a career after this season. So this is his last season playing with the LA Kings. Kopitar obviously entered the league back in 2005. He was picked in the first round. This guy would go on to win Stanley Cups with Los Angeles. Honestly, one of the best players, if not the best player in LA's history. Such a phenomenal player. And obviously, like for us, it's one of our childhood favorite players. And seeing him retire, along with possibly seeing Ovechkin retire this year, Fleury retired last year, this ain't sitting well with me either. So, Carter, anything to say about Anze Kopitar?
I think we're getting close to the end of the era. Unfortunately, it
We
kind
are.
of sucks to
Really
see,
are.
but I'll always have like a vivid memory of watching LA Kings. Like, did you ever have this when you watch LA Kings games where like their arena for some reason just looked darker like than every other arena? I don't know why.
Yeah.
It just always seemed like that, but their arena was just dark.
Colors. Yeah, they have black coloring. That's why. But
Well,
yes,
it was more than just that, dude. It was like just everything. It just looks so much darker. So that's kind of like a not core memory for me, but anytime I'd watch like a game in LA, I just always like remember it just being dark. But Anze Kopitar, honestly, he's one of my favorite players. Honestly, I think that he's super underappreciated. I think it kind of sucks that we only have one more year of this guy, and I mean, he was such a big part of their cup runs. I mean, like he's their captain, he's everything to them, and it sucks that we're going to lose him because I thought we maybe had a little bit longer of Anze Kopitar. But I mean, what a career he's had. Whether he goes out with an absolute bang or he goes out a little slow, it does not matter. He had an amazing career, and he will go down as the greatest king of all time.
Yeah, I mean, who really comes close? I guess like Wayne Gretzky.
I don't know. I think Gretzky would be the greatest player to ever play for the Kings. I don't think you could put him in the greatest king of all time.
Yeah, I mean, the other one you could go with was Marcel Dion. Yeah, Quick is up there too. I would say he is the best player that they've ever had. I think Marcel Dion would be a close number two. Some may even argue better than Kopitar, but yeah, Kopitar was absolutely awesome. New jerseys are out, so let's talk about these a little bit. Let's start off with the Oilers. They have released their new alternate jerseys. Their logo looks like a 70s beer can. Like, don't you just look at that and say that's something that would be on a beer?
Yeah,
so it's got the little
more.
wording there. It's got the yellow, orange, and blue striping. The color itself, like it looks white, but it looks a little more like I don't know how to describe it. Looks white, but it doesn't look white. It's like a little bit
of like
cream. It's like a cream. Yeah, good good wording for that. Carter, what do you think of this jersey?
I don't mind it. I think it's a little weird. Or not I don't think it's a little weird. I think that I'm not a fan of like the logo and everything like that. Text on the jersey, I on it here. I'm gonna send you. Hopefully, I can send this to the chat.
Yeah,
I can. It's just gonna send from my laptop. But this is the jersey that I wish they would have went with like the old oil thing.
I'll put it on screen. Ooh, yeah with the old logo.
I feel like that would have looked a lot cooler. I just pulled this off. What was this on Reddit?
With the cream.
Yeah. So
yeah,
with the
that
cream,
looks like the one reverse retro they had.
Yeah, but theirs had like the actual oil, like their current Oilers logo. I like that a lot better with like their old school oil logo. I think that would have looked sick. That's what I was kind of hoping for. I don't mind the text, but I just think that with that old oil logo, with their new colorways and everything like that, I just think it would have looked so sick.
Yeah, that is also a very nice jersey. I don't really have a problem with this either. I like the logo, to be completely honest with you.
Yeah.
I think the logo is just so cool. The only thing that I'm like a little weirded out about is I guess the striping at the top of the jersey, like the orange lines. Jesus,
It's like
it just looks a little weird to me.
it looks almost like the orange up top. It looks like it's like a St. Louis Blues like jersey that they just changed the colors on. I don't know, but I don't mind it, honestly. I feel like some people have like hatred for it, like they're not fans of it, but it's like I still think it looks good.
Yeah, I agree. The Wild dropped their new jerseys for their 25th season. These are like a throwback to their jerseys that they had in the early 2000s, but they look like they have that kind of modern feel to them. Now, Carter, you're a Jets fan, so you don't like the Wild, but what do you think about this?
I don't like the Wild, but man, they killed these jerseys, dude. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
They went with like the old lettering on them too on the back. Dude, it looks so sick. Like if I didn't hate the Minnesota Wild because they're in the Central Division, I would probably have this jersey. It is so sick.
I love the numbers on the back. Oh, they just look
the
so
numbers
cool.
on the back. It completes the look. I think.
Yeah.
I think the jersey is cool enough as is, but how the numbers are on the back is just it's a thing of beauty, honestly, and it is so awesome to see. So, I mean,
it looks great,
just amazing.
So one more here for you, unless I'm forgetting one. What about? So we might have talked about this in a previous video, but the Carolina Hurricanes road jerseys, they were presented in the game actually I think
at
one
home.
or two games at home. Yes. What do you think about seeing them on the ice?
You heard what I said about them. I do not like them at all.
Really?
I think they're. I don't like them. I don't like that. How the low. It's just red and black. That I don't like it. It looks horrible. That should not be your away jersey. That's a stadium series jersey you wear once, and then maybe another 2 times throughout the rest of the year. I was not a fan of it. I think that how it looked on the shoulders, the numbers were slanted. That looks. I'm not a fan of the jersey at all.
I like the logo. Like I think the logo's cool, but the jersey itself, I don't know. I don't. It's so difficult because I want to like a Carolina Hurricanes jersey so badly, but every one they make is just like I don't like this. I'm sorry. I'm trying so hard to like it.
Like I hate like it'd be a cool stadium series jersey or like a winter classic jersey. Cool. I think the black is nice, or they don't have an actual black one, but I think that was like a rumored one.
Yeah, the black
they
one.
Had like
I think
the black one.
rumored.
The black one works, right? The black with like the black logo and the red accents and everything that works. I don't like it with the white base. I don't like it at all. But
yeah,
I don't know. You can call me a hater, call me whatever you want. When I saw those, I was like, these jerseys are ugly. And I was not a fan of them at all.
yeah. I like the logo, not the jersey itself. I
have nothing against the logo. I just think it's the wrong base to do it on. I think with a black jersey it'd look cool, but not on a white jersey.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, moving on then from jerseys and talk of that. Jamie Benn is out with a collapsed lung. Yeah, not the news we wanted to hear this morning. Dallas Stars general manager Jim Nill announced today that Jamie Benn will undergo surgery for a collapsed lung. He was diagnosed with the injury late in the third period of Tuesday's preseason game against Minnesota. Benn is expected to make a full recovery and be reevaluated in 4 weeks. Oh, that's not good to hear. So Ben obviously was expiring at the end of this year. They signed him to that 1-year contract. Keep in mind, I'm looking up how old Jamie Benn here is real quick. I don't know the exact age. Ben is 36 years old.
Yeah.
Having a collapsed lung,
Not a good sign.
not good. I'm trying to look up like time to heal, like how much that could take. Could take 1 to 2 weeks. Could take months. I don't know, but it does indicate that they're going to be without their captain here for at least a month, which really does suck. That is I think a second or third line center slot that you're missing out there on Dallas. So just wanted to bring that up there with Jamie Benn. Hopefully everything is okay with him.
Mm-hmm.
Moving on then from that, Alexander Barkov. This is, you seen this, Carter?
Not good.
This is not good.
good.
So Alexander Barkov left practice early today after an apparent right leg injury. He had to be helped off by a pair of staff members. So it's one thing, like if you get hurt at practice, like you tweak something, but he had to get helped off by the staff. That's not a good look. And then we heard like about an hour ago that there is some internal concern that Barkov's injury could involve his ACL. Oh, just want to pause there for a minute. Not good.
That's
So,
not
Carter,
here.
when you encounter an ACL injury, you're not a doctor, but how long do you think like that would take to heal? Because
it takes like a year. Like
yeah.
if it's a torn ACL, we will not see him this season. As tough as hockey players are, he kind of needs his ACL, and like if it is his ACL, I don't know if we'll see him this season. Like I doubt it. As tough as Barkov is, which he played through crazy stuff in his hand last year, and that's why he was just couldn't get points and everything like that. You can be on the ice and not put up points. You cannot be on the ice with no ACL. That just doesn't work. Could we see him back? Crazy things have happened if it is an ACL. But if it is not an ACL and it's a scare, I think we will be seeing him sidelined for a little bit.
Yeah, that's what I think
for sure. Mm-hmm.
I mean, like you can get your ACL injured in practice, but like I don't know if he really could tear it like that. So I'm hoping that this could be just like a scare here, and maybe he's out for maybe like a month or two. But it doesn't really bode well for Florida. Like they're still a very good team, but they're already without Matthew Tkachuk, and hearing this news about Barkov makes me a little bit interested about how this team's going to do this coming year. Because being without your captain, like again with Jamie Benn, like it's not ideal. It's not good at all. So best wishes there to Barkov. We will provide updates when they're available. But as of right now, we heard that about an hour ago. So yeah, it's not looking that great. I'm sure we'll probably know by next episode what is going on there with Barkov.
Maurice said he'll have word on it tomorrow. So by the time you're listening to this, you might already know.
Yeah, you might already know. So there you go. We got an update here on Zach Hyman. This was a couple of days ago. Hyman is still rehabbing from his playoff injury and is expected to be out until early November. So we are going to be missing Hyman for a little bit here on the Oilers. So not a great look there. I wanted to provide an update on that because he did get injured in the playoffs. So there's that. As well as that too.
That sucks for his Olympic chances too.
It does, yeah. That really does stink.
But yeah. I still think that he's shown enough to where they'll give him benefit of the doubt, and he'll get that month to try and.
I agree.
He'll get November, December, but it's not ideal for him.
He'll get on, yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Then that being said, as well, we got two more here. Alex Ovechkin left training camp due to an injury. I believe he is okay now, though. So I did want to put that out there. And then Laurent Brossoit, who I think missed all of last year because he was signed by Chicago and then underwent that surgery. I'm going to look that up to confirm real quick, but I don't recall him playing last year. He underwent a hip surgery, and he is going to be out long-term again.
Oh, my goodness.
Not great there for Brossoit. So he hasn't played since 23-24 with Winnipeg. And he left. He signed that contract with Chicago. Didn't play at all last year. Like we were saying, I think even Jack had some kind of hot take heading into last season, saying something about how Bressois was going to be like their
lead them to the play. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, honestly, that's probably not that crazy. But yeah,
I'm
like
probably not far off.
yeah, you're not far off. He didn't play, and he's not going to play this year either, most likely. So that's not that great. That's not that great.
It's
So
not
just
ideal. Hopefully, he's not out for very long, but it's a hip surgery, so
yeah. Hip ain't good. Hip ain't good. So moving on then from news around the league, unless you had anything else, Carter. Wyatt Kaiser did sign a 2-year, $1.7 million contract. He was one of the 6 RFAs that was not signed. So Kaiser has been taken off the board, and now we are down to 5 names here. So those 5 names consist of Mason McTavish, Luke Evangelista, Luke Hughes, Alexander Holtz, and Rasmus Kupari. So Kupari you can cross off the list because he's in Europe. He gone. He ain't coming this year. So you're down to 4. That leaves us with Holtz, who Holtz last year was not that great. And it feels like one of those instances where we're going to see this guy go and sign out in Europe. I feel like he thinks he's worth more than what he is. He had 12 points last year in 53 games played. I'm not really sure why he's not signed yet. So I think Holtz should read the room, unless if there's something there we don't know about. Regardless, he gone. I think he's going to go sign off in Europe at some point. Mm-hmm. The other three leave me a lot of concern because, Carter, we're like a week away from the season starting, like a week and a half away from opening night, more or less.
Yes.
And the fact that these 3 guys have not been signed yet is very concerning. So we'll start off with Evangelista. Now, Evangelista, we have heard a report from recently. It was from, I believe, I'm trying to find the tweet here real quick. I lost it. It was from, I think it might have been Pagnota, I believe. And it said something along the lines of that Evangelista and them were pretty far apart and that there were talks of possibly like them being a couple million away. So they're still pretty far away. Evangelista did go and move up to Canada and he's practicing up there. But for somebody last year, like Evangelista last year with the Predators, wasn't terrible, to be completely honest with you. He had 32 points in 68 games played with the team. The year before that, he had 39 points in 80 games played. So overall, looking like a half point per game player, and I think he's looking at something of the Jack Quinn deal, which Jack Quinn, I believe, is making something along the lines of
3.375.
Yeah, so he's making 3.375, and that's looking like what they want to give him, or that's looking like what he wants, but Nashville won't give that to them. And the fact that they have all that cap space and they won't sign him to that contract,
it's questionable. It's definitely scary.
I don't know why they haven't done it yet. Like, it's not like Evangelista's like I mean, unless if he's holding out for a lot more money here than we know of, like it seems weird that he's not signed yet. And this just feels like a power move by Trotz to gain cap, but why? Like, I don't get it. Like, he's not taking up that much space. And it's not like Nashville has like no salary cap. They have $11 million. I don't understand, Carter. What do you think about this?
I don't know. I mean, I think that they should just get this over with. I mean, like, you don't sign him, he's going to be missing a good chunk of camp. He's 23 years old. That's not very good for young players to miss camp. I think that Trotz really wants to. I'm just, again, back to speculation. Again, me and Nordic, we don't know anything. But I do think that when it comes to Evangelista, he's not like he's been on that team for a few years, but he's not like a proven guy like Mason McTavish or Luke Hughes are, right? So I think it's a little more beneficial for him to be at camp, and I think that that's kind of the Barry Trotz mindset is like, well, if this guy's not at camp, like he's gonna know that like he's not on our good side right away. But I mean, you never know. Never know what's gonna happen here. Yeah. But I think that Trotz is trying to use this like he's young and he's got to be here. Otherwise, he's not going to get opportunities to his advantage. And we'll see if that backfires or not.
Yeah, totally. I don't understand why he's not signed yet. The one that confuses me the most is McTavish, because Anaheim has so much cap space and they won't lock him up. They have $20 million in cap space. So the report that we've heard from McTavish is that it's most likely that Anaheim doesn't want to do a bridge deal and McTavish does. And there's a lot to look at here with this, because there's definitely something here. So a report from Eric Macramala today, based on comparables, the fair market AAV for a long-term deal for Mason McTavish is around $7.5 million. For the Ducks are offering a $5.5 million is the reporting offer that they're offering him. So I don't know. Something's got to give here. The interesting thing with McTavish, now he's skating up in Ottawa with the 67s. Yeah, you can do your little thing. LeBlanc did it in the last episode, and I got so upset. But regardless, enough about that. The thing here with McTavish is that you look at Anaheim. You have a lot of guys coming up here who are heading into contract years. McTavish could really set everybody else up here to make a lot of money. That's the interesting thing, because you have Cutter Gauthier on the last year of his ELC. You have Leo Carlson the last year of his ELC. You have to sign Minchukov, Zellweger, and Lacombe. All of those guys that I just mentioned are next year. All of them. That's your whole entire core there, outside of, like guys like McTavish and Terry and stuff. That's your entire core you have to lock up next year. So McTavish really could set everybody ahead, but I feel like what McTavish wants to do here is he wants to get a bridge deal, so then that way, after that bridge deal's up and the salary cap is way higher, he can make a lot more dough. And that is bad news there for Pat Verbeek. So, Carter, what do you think about the whole situation around McTavish? I got more that I do want to add, but I want to let you speak first, because you've been very tied into the Anaheim talk with your boy Cutter being there.
He's not my boy, first of all. I don't know. I think that McTavish has kind of proven himself. I think he's proven himself enough to earn the contract that he's probably demanding. Like, he had a very good season this year. He had 52 points in 76. So, I mean, like, he can definitely demand money. And I think, are they offering him 5x5 for like term?
I'm not sure what they're exactly offering for term, but
Okay.
they're offering him 5.5 is what I know.
Okay.
I'll try and dig a little bit more.
Yeah, but I mean, if it's 5.5 in term, McTavish can spit in their face, because if you're giving him term, you have to give him Slavkovsky, and Slavkovsky who was probably a little less proven. Now, granted, he was a first overall pick, so make of that what you will. However, what's the word I'm looking for? He's not as proven in the NHL as Mason McTavish is right now. And I think if you want term, you cannot give this guy less than $8 million. You can't. And you have until next year, October, to offer him an 8-year deal. Otherwise, you just lost a year. Right?
Yeah.
So you give him this bridge deal at your whatever. Let's say it's $7 million, right? Or they give him a 6.5. Like, let's say what they do. And you give him 2 years. Well, there you go. Yeah, you have him for longer. However, you could assign this guy to, let's say, let's just throw out 8x9. I don't think that's what he'd be. Let's just throw out 8x9. Well, now let's say he tears it up in those next 2 years, because he'll be 24 by the time this contract's up, right?
Yep.
He's 24 years old. He just came off 2 amazing years. Cap's gone up so much. Now you're going to pay this guy 13, 14 million maybe. I don't know. We'll see where it goes. But you just cost yourself an extra $4 million. Like, it's crazy how these guys know that the cap's going up. Even if it looks like an overpay now, you got to realize that the percentage of the cap that he'll be taking up is not going to be as much as you think it would be. So, I don't know. I think Anaheim has gotta figure out something here because it. I don't know. They got to get him signed because they can't go into the season without him.
It's also a real concern too because like you got like Anaheim is heading into a brand new system here with Joel Quenneville. Like they're learning a whole new system to what McTavish was used to. So there's a lot to learn about that, and McTavish not being there for that is a little bit concerning. But I understand that because I understand why he's wanting to hold out and try and, get the way he wants it instead of going for that long-term deal. Because again, like you see a lot of the other players who are coming up here for the Ducks. And that's why Pat Verbeek is concerned, because if he sees that McTavish takes a bridge, all the other people are going to take bridges too, or most of them will, possibly. I can't speak for everybody, but regardless, it does give you a real sense of concern there. So definitely something you are going to want to maintain here. And just the fact that he's not signed and we're a week away from the season. Again, training camp, and this can be said for all of these guys, like missing training camp is not good. It's not good. You saw what happened to Jeremy Swayman last year. Like it's not ideal. So again, I feel like they're going to need to figure this out and soon. So then that way they get McTavish back here and ready to go. The other guy, Luke Hughes, is not yet signed either. Luke Hughes apparently wants a lot of money. The Devils have $6.3 million in cap space. We have not heard a lot about Hughes, but regardless, right now there's a real contract dispute there with him in a sense that I think he wants money and maybe not term, but the Devils don't want to give up all their cap space for Luke Hughes. And that's interesting because I don't know, like it'll really depend what people think. Like, do you think that Hughes has proven it? I would say, like, for $6 million, he had 44 points last year. He had 47 the year before. I would say probably, maybe, like $6 million for a 40-point defenseman, though. What would you think?
Like, are we talking like $6 million with term or $6 million for like 2 years?
I'm not sure. What would you think?
If we're going to give him, I think I would give him like, if you're going to give him term, I think you're going to have to go 7.5 to 8, I think, for Luke Hughes. Because I think you see the potential. You drafted this guy super high. You drafted him, 4th overall, 5th overall, something around there. So I think you got to pay with the potential that you have with him. And I think he's proven himself to be a good defenseman for them, right? And if the Devils are serious about completing the Hughes brothers trio, you cannot disrespect Luke Hughes because that will not go over well at all. So I think anywhere from like 7 to 8 would be reasonable with term. I think if you're going to go short, I think you just go 6. But, yeah.
I have a question for you.
Let's hear it.
So this isn't exactly related to Luke Hughes, and this is probably going to move us on. But regardless, there was a clip on Chicklets. What do you think is more likely? Connor McDavid going to the KHL for 1 year next year, or the Hughes brothers ending up in New York?
Oh,
because Pasha, of course, Pasha said it of all people, and I think Pasha has some pretty insane takes. But I don't know. I think he might actually be right with this. But I don't know if there's really a greater chance of McDavid going to the KHL. But you could just say
I don't
both
think so.
Yeah. But what do you think? What do you think more likely?
Hughes to the Devils for sure.
Really?
McDavid to the KHL? What are you talking? This guy wants to win a cup.
Yeah, I don't
here's the thing: is all of that talk that would be is McDavid wants his money. He doesn't want his money. He has been the highest paid player for a while. He is no longer the highest paid player, obviously, because cap's gone up and players are wanting more. But it's also the point of he wants a cup more than anything. That's why these contract negotiate. Like, that's why no one knows what it is that he's after. Is he after money? If he is, he could go to the open market, get $16, $18 million with a snap of his fingers like that, and he'd have it.
Yeah.
If it's for a cup, why would he go to the KHL? It makes no sense. But it'd definitely be Hughes brothers over McDavid going to the KHL.
Yeah, I think that's what I would say too. So, yeah, just interesting. I thought I would bring that up because I saw that and I'm like, what? You could just say that neither are gonna happen, or that Houston, New Jersey is not gonna happen. Anyway, all right. Let's get to the food portion of this. Let's be fat for a little bit here. So, first off, we're going to New Jersey. We're going to New Jersey, Carter. So New Jersey released some brand new like food items for their 2025-26 season. So let me read a couple of them off for you. I only have pictures for two of them, but let me read off these new items for you. And I want you to rate them on a scale of 1 to 10 on how good they sound. All right, first one. Bacon jam grilled cheese. A triple cheese melt of American provolone and sharp white cheddar layered with a house-made cherry pepper bacon jam, pressed on a thick-cut Texas toast, and served with a side of creamy Campbell's tomato soup.
Okay, you could leave the tomato soup. I don't need that at all.
Okay,
I'm
all
not
right.
a tomato soup guy. However, that did sound absolutely amazing. I am a big fan of grilled cheese.
Who is it? I love grilled
I don't
cheese.
think there's anything that's bad against grilled cheese. There's nothing
grilled
wrong.
cheese is an icon.
I did like a regular like bacon grilled cheese where I just put like actual bacon on it instead of like bacon jam. Dude, it's so good. Oh my god!
I've never had it
I'm
with bacon.
hungry now.
You try that.
You have to, dude. It's so good. You
I'll have
won't
to try that.
regret it. You won't regret it.
Grilled chicken sandwich. Juicy grilled chicken breast topped with a white cheddar, crisp lettuce, tomatoes, all stacked on a buttery toasted brioche bun.
If it was crispy chicken, it'd be amazing. I think grilled chicken's still good, but I mean, not. I'm not big on the grilled chicken sandwich. However, I did go through. This is so fat of us right now, but I'm gonna like talk about my like fat phase. Dude,
Go.
I went through a phase where I thought that the grilled chicken like we had grilled chicken sandwiches at our McDonald's. Like you guys might have had it too, obviously.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, dude, I'm gonna get these. It's gonna be so healthy. And then I had them for like 3 weeks. Like I had like 3 maybe. Or whatever,
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, these are disgusting. Why would I get this? And then I stopped, and I've never ordered one since because they're gross.
I've never been a grilled chicken sandwich guy. So
grilled chicken pasta, though, that's a good thing. Grilled chicken with pasta is amazing.
Grilled chicken pasta is good. Yeah, I'll agree with that.
Oh, of course.
Pulled pork nachos, tortilla chips.
Yeah, you can stop there. You can stop there. Yeah. I'm sold.
Yeah, you're sold.
Yeah.
Let me actually read it. Tortilla chips smothered in gooey cheese sauce, piled in high tender pulled pork, fried salsa, diced onions, tangy pickled jalapenos, and a sprinkle of cilantro. Christ, I need to go make some nachos now.
Dude, I got
oh my god.
I got fajitas waiting for me downstairs when this is wrapped up, so.
Rice Krispie treats, chocolate covered crispy rice treats. Topped with a choice of M&Ms, Oreos, pretzels, or sprinkles. Stop. I have a picture for you. I have photos for you.
You do not have a picture of that. Oh, no.
I sent them to the chat. I'm sorry, they're a little bit blurry, but that's the ones that I got. It's literally just like a Rice Krispie treat on a stick with covered in chocolate.
That is awesome. What?
I'll put it on the screen. There's a closer up of the M&Ms for you, but yeah, that looks awesome. I hearing about this, I'm making a trip to Prudential. That's not that far away from me. I think I might need to go down there and get some of this stuff.
Dude, honestly, when I'm in Philly coming up, I wanted to drive over to Prudential because they play the Devils when I'm there. Yeah, when I'm in Philly. But it's like, I don't want to make the hour-and-a-half trip and drag my buddy there. Otherwise, I would.
And then the last one, Carter, this is my favorite one. I want you to hold your emotions inside of you here.
Okay.
Garlic knots. Soft, pillowy knots brushed with garlicky olive oil and served with a rich, house-made marinara sauce for dipping. Now, Carter, I have a photo. Not only is it garlic knots, which I'm already sold, it's served in a goalie mask. How cool is that? How cool is that?
That's awesome. Dude, Jack's going to look in this chat and he's going to be so confused when he's like finished with his radio.
Yeah, I know, I bet. Yeah, this looks awesome. This looks awesome, dude.
I need to eat food so bad right now. This is crazy.
I need to eat too. But
We should
yeah,
not
that
have
was
done
what-
this when we're hungry.
Yeah, definitely. That's what I wanted to wrap up the show with. But yeah, man, those are some delicious freaking food items. I can't even. I'm so appalled.
You know what's awesome? Now that we've talked about this, and then I brought up the jumbo jets, I am like beyond excited to go to a Jets game and have a jumbo jet and send you a picture because it is like the greatest thing ever. Like I have one every game. It's a non-negotiable for me. First intermission, or depending on if I ate dinner or not, it's either first intermission or start of first period. I have a jumbo jet. That's it.
Wow. All right.
Yeah.
I'm not really that big on hot dogs, but like a jumbo jet with the way
Dude,
it looks.
Hold on. You could throw toppings on that motherfucker.
I know. I saw.
Did you see all the toppings?
Yeah, I saw.
Yeah.
I'm interested. I'll be making a trip
should
up to
be.
Winnipeg very soon.
Yes. Come up for a whiteout.
All right. Well, that being said, that'll conclude this episode of the NordCast. We're going to go eat some food. Carter, any final thoughts for us here today? Little short of an episode.
Honestly, for how little topics we had today, I'm actually shocked we made it to like 45 minutes.
Yeah, I am too. I am as well.
But
The next episode will be our divisional predictions and our award talks and a lot of other things. So this is like the calm before, I guess, but the next episode will be the big crazy one with all the things we're going to talk about. But regardless, that'll do it for us here. Thank you all for watching and listening. We will see you guys in the next episode. Thank you guys so much for watching or listening to yet again another episode of the NordCast. If you enjoyed, please subscribe down below or follow us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. If you want to follow us on TikTok, we are at NordCast. If you want to follow us on Instagram or Twitter, follow at NordCast_. That'll do it for this episode. I'm Nordic. Thanks for listening from all the crew, and we'll see you guys in the next episode.